in renewable energy. I work for WWF Uganda, which is the Worldwide Fund for Nature. I work on the Africa Energy Access Initiatives Program and the Africa Energy Transition Program, supporting 17 countries across the African continent to shift from their dependency on fossil fuels to renewable energy. I would like to have a chat with the gentleman that has the only name in Uganda about his activities in that regard. We will start off with a keynote session, rather speech from Lucy. I will not introduce Lucy. She has been introduced. Do we have her on? Yes. Lucy, could you please take it away?
So good morning. I hope you can hear me. Can I get a sound of yes or no, and if you can hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Lucy.
Fantastic. Okay. So I hope everyone is well, even those of you that had a long Friday night. I really love Barbara's energy, and I don't have it today because I just came off the road, but as William was talking about how we gotta be crazy and all of that, I was reminded of where I was when I came back to Rwanda in 2010. But congratulations again, Leo Africa team, for gathering us here. I know it is a labor of love and it is not easy. So AWEL and the team and the Institute, congratulations for gathering us here for the, I remember I attended, I think the very first one many years ago, and I'm really proud of what this has become, seeing the fellows go and grow from strength to strength is so inspiring for me and reminds me of really why this work is so important. I also want to thank the partners of Leo for continuing to believe in this work and making the investment to ensure that we are doing something consistently to improve leadership and to make it a cornerstone of how people think every day to make things happen. And I want to start off with a call to action, because I love that Conrad supports this work and other partners. I want to call on all of us here in the room, and even those that may not be here but have gone through this leadership gathering, have gone through Huduma, have gone through Yelp, to all make a commitment to invest in continuing this good work. These programs are fundamental to continue to nurture leaders and to help us all improve. So, I'm going to make the first commitment. I'm going to begin saving for the next ALG and contribute to this work. And I really, as we are sitting and reflecting, what do we do? It starts by us making this investment. And I hope that everyone in this room, in whatever our capacity is and with whatever we have, will make the investment annually to continue growing the impact of this work. And it's so important to do this work because leadership really is everything. And it is you and it is me and it is in every sphere, whether you are holding the president's office or you are the market leader, cooperative leader, or you're the trader association, or you're the teacher, or even at home, you are a sister, you're a brother, you're a parent. Leadership is a choice to make livelihoods better. And this is what the servant leadership that Leo Africa espouses is all about. And as I was reflecting on the theme of harnessing Africa's potential, Africa's growth drivers around leadership and institutions and human capital, it really cannot be done unless we each make the investment. And I love Barbara's call to action on this. And as I was listening to Samir on the intentionality of your mom to put the content in the right places so that maybe it could inspire you, and here you are. And so the power of leadership lies in what we do in the positions that we are entrusted with. And it is not about the power that you supposed to have with the title that you carry, rather the power in what you do in this position to improve livelihoods. Sammy talked about intentional, which is really what is your intent as you step into every single day, and as you step into every situation. What is your intent to leave that situation better? What is your intent to do? What do you intend to do to improve the lives you will interact with, such that they too are inspired to lead themselves and lead someone else and improve the life of someone else, and that this intentional commitment to improve the livelihoods of Africans continues for generations. And indeed, it starts with education. When you know better, you do better. When you're given more, truly more is expected. And as recipients of the knowledge and the experiences that come in this Leo Africa Institute platforms, we have the responsibility to build this continent to what it could be. I remember when I started my journey of pursuing digital payments for everyone, I didn't come out of graduate school or go to graduate school thinking this is what I'll be doing. And I remember listening to leaders who said, everyone has the right to digital financial tools and services to empower themselves. And it should not matter where they live, what they do, or how much they earn. And I was hooked. And in the same breath, my first boss out of school, a leader, I should say, my first leadership example in the workspace, said that our generation has a unique mission to transform this continent. And it is a privilege to be part of it. That was 2011. And I have remained steadfast, obsessively, to driving the cashless agenda, because I have seen what it does, especially when it reaches everyone. The best example I had was on a refugee camp. And these brothers and sisters had been on this camp for 15 years, receiving food that has been counted to be 1,200 calories, was the allotment that was given to every individual every single month by the World Food Programme. And these brothers and sisters come from Congo. They love ugali, cassava flour, kaunga, and they love beans and everything that comes with it. to get the food that they love, they had to sell a portion of their food to be able to buy that cassava flour, to be able to buy an onion, to be able to buy tomatoes to bring flavor to this food. But the world, we're clapping for ourselves that we are providing food aid. And as I was beginning this journey, I thought, what if these 1,200 calories became money that came into the hands of these households, and they had that choice to choose what they want to eat or what they need, versus someone apportioning an amount of maize flour, an amount of beans, an amount of oil, an amount of salt. And all these are things that are here in Rwanda. We have kaunga, we grow beans, we have salt, there's cooking oil. But all these foodstuffs were coming from outside of Rwanda. And so my simple economic mind was thinking, what if this food was in fact bought here? And began working with the World Food Program to digitalize, for the first time ever, this food aid. And it boiled down to $9 per person, going to a household of 4 or 5 people. And in the refugee camps, because every head meant more food, the birth rate was quite high. When we converted this money, this food, to digital money, we ensured that everyone was equipped. Every head of household at a minimum had a digital phone, had a phone, had the training to use that phone to access the money. We made sure there were agents everywhere for them to get cash should they want it. And we made sure that there were merchants where they could pay digitally for their food, because cash is obviously not a safe thing to have in a refugee camp. The first month, the first disbursement, the bars were full. It was a what a happening. What do you young people call it? Late evening in Jihembe. And because most of the men were the heads of households and they received the first funds. With that experience, we quickly had to ensure that women actually received the money, so that the bars, yes, okay, the bars need business, but not to the detriment of the family. So the next month, women were the recipients, and we began to see magic. And within 6 months, in the first couple of months, cash was king, but within 6 months, this economy around this community was a digital one. Business was booming in this area, and this was 2013, 2014. And since then, I've remained committed to solving the problem of keeping monies in institutions where they belong, so that we all benefit. It's not fair that we pay interest rates that are exorbitant. It's not fair that I can enjoy services that a mother at the border can't enjoy. And so my intent of driving digital payments has been around transforming livelihoods. And William said we must be crazy. I brought the crazy. I called out everyone that needed to be called out. I boycotted restaurants and supermarkets until they got POSs. I did everything I could to bring the attention to the urgency of getting this done, in addition to driving government digitalization, government payments. There is no government service you get today and you pay with cash. And so to the rest of us, and I didn't intend to share this example, but I I want to make the point that leaders, we are like consultants. We should be able to work ourselves out of a job because the intent with which we entered has been realized. And we've inspired others to believe in this work and do something about it and continue to mobilize the change that we need to see. And that leadership is at home. As I raise my children, I am intent that I will raise them to be caring Pan-Africans, to harness everything that we can. And everything that we do today, I don't want them to be employed. I want them to be job creators. And I'll do everything in my power to do it. And I hope that they will grow up to be kind leaders in whatever sphere they are at. And so as we look at the work Leo Africa does, it's important that we understand that Leo Africa is each of us. And every single day, we have the power and we can intentionally do things to change lives for the better. Indeed, as Barbara said, if you're complaining, you're not the solution. If you're allowing things to happen and as if it doesn't concern you, you're not part of the solution. If someone is sleeping hungry while you are out partying every night or eating out all the time, you're part of the problem. If the roads are not fixed, the drainages are not fixed, what are we doing about it? Everything truly lies in thinking beyond ourselves. Of course, you must love yourself enough and take care of yourself because burnout is also irresponsible. Exhaustion is not you leading yourself. So as you take care of yourself to be the best that you can be, how do you intentionally bring the same attitude and care to every life that you touch, that you lead? We don't want to be the leaders that will be here forever. We want to be leaders that will inspire other leaders and continue on and generations continue to lead. And so what are you going to do? As you're asking, the young lady who asked, what needs to happen for us to get the right leader? The question should be, what are you doing about it? And as you enter, are you holding everyone accountable? It coincidentally, the other morning I tweeted that accountability makes people very uncomfortable. And we should get comfortable with holding people uncomfortable and holding people accountable. Indeed, they will speak ill of you. They will do everything possible to make you the bad person, but you must remain steadfast. Because in that craziness is a good result for yourself, for your family, for the community, for the country, for the continent. Those who fought for our independence had some craziness and they gave it their might. That same fight, that same grit, that same resilience is what we all need to bring every single day to truly, truly harness the best of Africa, to truly develop the human capital that will continue to build this continent to prosperity, to build the institutions which start at home that can outlast anyone in delivering better outcomes for the people. And really, we can't do this without sustaining leadership. And so, as I called us at the beginning to step into leadership as well, join hands with Leo Africa to continue this work, to get and nurture leaders in every village on this continent. How are you going to play your parts? How do we collectively collaborate to do this? And I think coming together to have these gatherings, whether it is in Uganda and I look forward to having this leadership gathering in Rwanda or in Timbuktu, that we truly propagate the things we want to see, but mostly that we exemplify these changes in every facet of our lives, every single day. I thank you.